started the season
Juventus
very well.
on your ticket.
No. They started the season very well. They scored 3 goals in the first game or second game. So they were scoring goals.
But they're doing well.
So against Roma at home, score 1 goal. Bro, everything don't come. Juventus
Roma now under.
I collect 360,000.
Roma now under.
Juventus no quick score.
Roma now under 2.5 specialists. Then they play near.
They don't give me cash out 90 something 120. I no pick up.
You see that 100,000 I collect. I happy like this.
Now how the guy get
3K
like this? Now all in game
crazy.
Yeah,
it must be crazy.
No, now if I put 3K for tickets, if to say the cash out then give me now 500K, why not go take her? I put 3K for ticket, I want win 368. Then give me cash out of 100K, 120. And now Juventus to score 1 remain. I don't have to take it. Now Juventus score 1 at home.
I don't have cash out. That's
no, I agree. No, that one.
You don't know. Say you no go.
Me say I score 1 at home.
Guy, you will not cash out. I'm telling you, you will not cash out. I'm telling you.
I'm trying to leave the trenches.
People say it's easier said than done. You will not cash out. I swear. Your spirit go not say why Juve no go score for house, bro? Why Juve no go score for house? Why Juve no go score for house?
After they scored 3 goals for the last game.
Go sleep.
You know the funny thing about you know
that locus.
You know which one? You know the new thing I don't learn about betting now.
Now they tell you.
New thing I don't learn about betting now. Me normally if I bet, I always anytime I bet I always leave am. You understand, senior man? Anytime I bet I always leave am. They wait for me the game finish. Nah, they don't teach me. They don't teach me how to bet now. See, guy, if you bet,
I get one guy.
Follow up.
See, let me tell you, I get one guy. Now Liverpool fan. This brother don't get time. He go just day on game. If the game not they go on, who to score next goal? That man you game, man don't chop like maybe 100K. Yeah. You go just watch game, You go just enter sports live odds. Liverpool to score next goal. You go just pick up.
Yes.
That Madrid Dortmund final. Chop money to score next goal. You go just put 10K, come on. 30K, put 10K, come on.
Of course.
I don't get that kind of mind. No. Anything when you make me play with, I play 5K. I see 100, 150. I don't collect that.
In bet.
Baba, we watch Real Madrid Dortment final.
You see betting. Betting is actually.
Yeah, you been alive.
Betting is actually for the rich.
I swear, na lie. That Juve game, you go leave am. I swear to God, you go leave that game. Baba ain't go leave am. What Juve
Betting is
game?
for the rich.
Juve to score. We go leave am. No time to tell you.
Show me die.
No, they talk. Ain't go leave
How
am.
much before?
They play.
Yeah.
He go leave am. I swear. Bro, now he dey reason like that. You go leave am.
Guy, why they follow for Twitter?
Okay, come on, let's start.
Now, Igbo person, he play corner game. He does a lot of horse. He bets on horses.
Also, chronic
Horses. They do horse.
Yeah, people don't
But
catch
they
out for
do
horses.
in football. They bet on corners only, and this corner is now one game.
Chai.
He bet on corners, only corner. He go put better money. He go save over 12.5 corners. That's what he plays. See this Portugal game where Portugal scored. That game he played that there will be 13 corners in the game. He put 5,000 euros.
Chai.
First half there were 9 corners. First half, and the funny thing is that Scotland first get 2 corners, then Scotland can't score.
Corners go plenty.
Portugal
They
buy
bombard
one
them.
equalize. Portugal gets 7 corners for first half. By 60 minutes, 13 corners.
He don't cash out.
He don't collect in. The odds was like 3 point something odds.
15K plus.
That is a betting is for the rich.
Actually, yes.
Yeah,
Betting is
betting
actually for the rich.
Actually,
If you
yes.
get money, all this
If you
stress.
get
Three years day.
all
go
this
buy
stress-
jelly.
Senior man have to
Before
cook 3 years. No way you know. Even you say no how you know.
That's
Go
why
cook
that's
3
why
years.
rich people get richer.
You know,
No how you know go fit 3 years.
you go put 5K, collect 18,000 euros.
Let's
bro.
go. Yeah, I like this blue shirt. Let's go.
Thanks, man.
And he's getting the memo now.
One memo.
Colors with pop.
All of them come wear color this thing like this. Now plan
Ghana wearing hipsters.
Which memo? The day where I wear charts come, they don't get the memo too. I will make an attack. Country hard away.
Let's start.
Let's go.
I
IBK. I ain't gonna say you won't go song. I ain't gonna say you
know they go
want get
anywhere
meeting
today.
for
I know they go
get
anywhere.
meeting for stadium.
You say now what you going? I say what goes on with my chef. I see the message. I say this is jail. Now me.
Now Rufai they follow.
I say I don't have to respond to. I say I don't have to respond to this.
Rufai I know they pass 12. I guess it's by 12.
I don't. Now I put score time for 11 now.
You be Awoni, they say.
Now I put call time for 11 now.
I beg this show maybe like 2 hours. I beg.
Where they go? Let's go. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome along to our Hindsight Podcast Studios. I am UB Nso Duonovid. Alongside 3, hopefully not jet-lag pundits, and returning from international break is TikTok favorite and everyone's favorite punter, Mr. Inyoba Monday. Next up, Twitter sweethearts and award-winning podcaster, Mr. IBK Sports. And last but not the least, the man whose high school has since gained notoriety for its very intense derbies. Please make welcome for the Ajangbadi legend in Mr. Olakule Rufai. Gentlemen, good to have everyone here. It's good to see you all.
Yeah,
Great.
Look,
Your
that was a very
principal,
good.
your principal defined you.
You are being looked for
That
crimes,
was a classic.
for crimes committed.
It was a classic. I had a few people. Reach out to me and say that was really
Yeah.
good. Those memories. They sat at home and they could, go back 10, 15 years.
Yep.
To
If I only cry,
think about secondary school.
So emotional.
If I come
No, it was good.
that glass will shop for you. Why they cry now? You won't go back to secondary school and wait.
But that was actually that was very nostalgic. You're right.
Secondary school and university. I personally feel like I have more relationship, with people I attended secondary school with, primary school with, than I have with people that I had
No, I
in
don't
the
think
university.
so, I think it's more.
Personally,
I think it's more.
I felt like
No
in at secondary school, I think we're a lot closer.
Yeah.
We're a lot closer. The classes were small. You had
Everyone
20
was-
people in
was
class,
real.
25 people, 30.
Yeah.
When you go to university, you have 80 people in class, so 100.
No, but which school you go even and be 30 for class?
My secondary school.
Yes,
Wait,
JSS one.
23 in my school.
JSS
So I guess that's
JSS
the difference.
1A
When me
for-
when I enter JSS 1, we're so much that it used to be just one A and B in one class, just one C and D in one class. And
No.
Just one. I
was
was
we had
in.
A, B, C,
I was in
D.
just one.
I want to read J or either J or K.
plenty
I was in
like
Model
just,
college
I was
can
in
come.
just one D or something, and just one D were like up to like 100 plus.
No.
Yeah, even model college can come. Yes, one A. I was in just one C.
Yeah,
where
government
we're
school.
like 100 and
No,
something.
I went to
You be-
government school
you
too,
be
but
trust
I went.
fund- You be trust fund kid now.
So my JSS one, I think we were JSS 1 to maybe C or something like that. That was the max.
But normally, everybody
But
don't know.
you decrease. But
How your just going to be A, B, C? Which kind of school be that one?
How did we get here in this country
but-
where you use body to black?
I thought
It's
you-
a bad thing.
I
So now people now try to say no, I'm not. Like we how did we get to the point where this one? Like we talk about it like this one.
Model college.
when I make the video, they always do this thing.
When they say you're
How person go be?
they're trying to say you don't have street credibility.
Yeah.
And now the Nigeria we live in, especially if you live in Lagos, you don't want to be seen as someone who does not have street credibility.
yes, sir.
You don't want to be
no.
seen as you don't
Dangerous
have-
trajectory.
You don't want to be found in a situation where the people there realize that you don't have street
It's
cred.
a dangerous
Very
trajectory.
dangerous.
I was reading somebody mentioned that. So if Israelites hear what thing with the face for Nigeria, then go say Pharaoh na good man. Because
That's a dope one,
this country, say Pharaoh was such a good and honest man because
bro.
at least you know where Pharaoh they go. Yeah. This is what we're doing today. When I go more blocks. When I carry pong pong.
So I bought 30K.
Yeah.
I bought 30K fuel yesterday, and bro, I went mad. It didn't even pass half tank.
Bro. So
Like it was real, bro.
make I take her from you. I don't pull up for petrol station, Bagada. I had like half tank already. So I'm like, you know what? Make sure if you say you don't go pay me too much when you think they empty. Make I you know the technique.
Yeah.
Make I just use half as my empty. Right. So I pull up, I don't reach my turn, make I buy. I tell the woman, fill up, right? She don't know say I get half tank, you understand? Bro, you think they count 15K, 20K, 30K. I never see it in the pour out.
Yeah.
I said, stop it at 30K.
Stop it there.
Stop it there.
What do you think this
Make I
is?
first check my bank app. I beg. I don't know what to I don't say restaurant in the wash place. For fish, I don't know what to do for fish. Please stop that thing there. One man look me. You know all this older men will be saying, for whatever reason, they feel like when they see young people just look like they are all right. Right? They feel like say maybe they do one illegal business.
Yeah, they do G.
The guy look me, he say, please, can you yeah, it's a guy on the honk me since. And I'm like, I don't like near people bumper to bumper. It's not right. In case I need to
Of course.
pull out.
It's
So,
not right. Nigerians don't
Yeah,
know
call
that.
look me, he say, all these boys have been doing illegal. All these boys, you don't have work. That's why.
No. That man will have.
I told the man,
See.
sir,
Oh, you
please.
use, sir.
sir, please.
Very
Because
simple.
apparently I was trying to transfer to the woman at the place, right? But the money points don't they work, free adverts for money points, right? The POS don't they work. So I tell the woman, I say, you know what? Let me talk to somebody who has an ATM, transfer to them and do it for you. The man come. He said, it's like you don't have work. It's like you don't have work where to go. So what we're doing?
You hear from me.
I say, sir, I was in a very good mood on Saturday. I say, sir, please, you don't want me to have this exchange with you. One dispatch rider, they there. He looked at me like saying himself, they don't stereotype me. He say, bros, if you ask her before you do the transfer, you ask her if network day now. I say, bros, people were transferring here now. She just told you that.
Very civil.
Bro, but I'm buying 4 for 30K. I cannot be angry again.
You are stupid. You too, you are stupid.
You cannot be angry again.
Do you understand? Baba, I got there. Eventually I got there. The guy say, the man, I say, sir. Say, sir.
No, you are a non-entity.
I say, sir. I go park my car first for side. Make other people feel bad.
Yes, I pack her.
Anyway, let's move on.
If not me, the man go
got-
here.
No, not stereotype. Not stereotype.
And it's nonsense.
Do you understand
And
why?
it's nonsense.
Do you understand why I would have taken it? Because not stereotype. I do with police officers too. Or maybe I'm in a cab. Once they see you, there was a day I was in a cab, and these days I do it, deliberately. If I get a cab, I sit at the back. I don't sit beside the driver. I did that because I know.
That's the best place to sit.
You understand? Because I
like
know.
to sit in front, but the right place to sit is.
Why is it the best place to sit?
Because you just want to be security conscious. Even Bolt will always advise you sit at the back because if somebody wants
can
to.
see what's
If
going
somebody
on.
wants to harm you, the driver wants to harm you, can see them clearly. If you sit with him, you
It can
cannot.
get easier for you.
Oh, really?
So they always.
I always thought about it in reverse. I always thought about it like, if you want hammers, make two of us go crash die. You know that video for Instagram we say,
This one,
Wait,
all the steering, like
wait.
this, the other one.
And the funny thing is,
man and wife, they sit up for inside motor.
Eh.
So somebody go text the husband and say, babe, in babe, we don't see the thing. You don't think you don't see the off cliff. So yeah, I always thought reverse actually.
Yeah.
So they say that if you sit behind, so even if someone had an intention to harm you, but because he
You have a
doesn't
full
know,
It
line.
might be
Yeah.
more difficult for them.
they cannot do anything because you
So,
they don't
bro,
know
You have
what
control
they-
now. You did
bro,
their back.
So, bro,
Now you get
I
control.
sit at the back, so I know that once you pass through a police checkpoint, once they see, young guy, so I do it deliberately. So I was going through Akiadeshola, I was trying to get out onto law school and onto Uzumba.
Yeah.
The guy was passing everybody. And once I approach the checkpoints, I carry my phone and I press it. The driver is talking to the policeman. I don't look up at him. I'm pressing my phone.
Yeah.
I'm pressing my phone. So they are speaking and speaking. So the one that gets the message comes to the rear window. I'll be like, bros, how far now? That's the one that gets the message. Now the one that doesn't get it. So there's this particular guy. So he motioned to the driver to go. Then he looked behind and saw me. I was wearing my cap because I had my head braided there. So park this vehicle. So I know exactly what I said. They told me park this vehicle.
You are there ready.
I did roll down the window. Myself, I begin shout. This was 9, like 11 p.m. So I rolled down the window. I begin shout. Officer, what's the problem? Why are you telling him to park? What happened? What is the issue? Say, we're doing our job. We want to stop that. I said, what are you searching for? What are you looking for? Do I look like a criminal to you? What are you looking for? Say, why are you being hostile? Why are you being hostile? You are the one that's being hostile. Okay? I am asking simple questions. Forget hostility. Why have you stopped the vehicle?
Hostility.
There are people that are letting
You
go.
don't know if FIFA
Why
World
have you
Cup.
stopped the vehicle? No, we're searching this. Okay, what you want to search? You want to search? Abi, oya, come and search. This is the bag. Take, oya, search him. I did look you. Search him.
You go say me bring your phone.
Search him.
Phone. No, that one. No, that's where we might have is full.
Say,
That
ask
phone
me,
one.
Is
No
it?
fear
Oya,
happen.
shall go. Are you the only one? Say, okay, please. And once I spark up with them like that, I intentionally include in everything I'm saying. I'm saying, bro, I've been at work all day. You can't be on the road. I'm trying to get home. You can't be on the road delaying me. Say, we too, we day work now. So, officer, I'm tired. I don't have time for this nonsense. I'm going home. I've been at work all day. You too, because I know that stereotype.
The stereotype is crazy, right?
But if you go call BK, did they?
But for real though, when it's past 10 o'clock, I'm on the defensive. I don't want to argue with people.
No,
right?
I understand that.
10 o'clock ish. Officer,
Normally, so-
how far?
Because
So I think
the
the
reality is that not everybody you see on the road is a policeman.
That's the truth.
That's the reality.
Also, you know, there's a reason the Bible says the pestilence at night.
You guys use your head.
You not talk for afternoon, for night. Once cover of night comes, danger is looming.
Yeah, you
That
have
day,
to.
I
that
am
day, that day, usually
constantly
for night,
on
I dey always
defensive.
follow.
Yeah.
Even the driver was telling me, "Baba, don't follow." That day, I was just the thing just pissed me.
Now that road, that dot road, now
like-
him
it's like
constantly
say-
for
it's like
night.
say-
that place.
Know how?
If like say I don't talk this thing before now. One day I dey come back from Uyo, where
You don't go here before.
yes now with the boss come that boss normally don't they do I don't know even na 180 the boss they do so I just dey wait for I don't tell the guys say our daughter will come down before I just dey wait for where person go saying they come down
Make you just
now
drop.
so myself carry bag that I want say bros you say na our daughter you dey I say I dey say I dey okay say this beggar oh, God
I go
don't
come down.
God carry me from Uyo reach beggar
I'm out.
From here,
because they make I see
I'll
this
take,
your
it,
daughter.
I'll take it from here.
I'm out.
I say I know they drink it. The guy was shout surprised. I shout say I don't know. So guy and I saw that time they stay
This guy
Kurudu.
BK, where they get all this story?
I they stay Kurudu. I saw I order Uber, bro. If I mention Kurudu like this, that was around 1 a.m. 1 a.m. They say so they don't they go.
You get mine. You could
Bro.
do for 1 a.m.
So I don't order Uber. None of them answer me. All these cab guys. Then they call, she na 10K abi also. I come say,
Try in drive.
from
put
Uyo to
30K.
Lagos. From Uyo to Lagos now 5-5. I'll come spend 10K. Reach my house inside Lagos. I say no.
Be like, you want
Be like,
sleep
be like,
for-
be like no one go house.
You want
Yeah.
sleep for beggar.
Yeah, waiting so now.
Eh.
Yeah, waiting. So I come talk say say some policemen did there. So I can't follow one of those cab guys who they negotiate. I say waiting good just up. Say since that 1 a.m. Say I go just go crash for those policemen inside. They hear now say by 5 I go come out. And the man can say the only advice we go give me say if I say I'm robber with the rope, if a time I David there. The guy say 3 a.m. like this, I would all see gun for my
Your
for my
chances of not ending up in panty.
bro. The guy don't say they go frame me. Say if now waiting day my head. Say because they come on now. Say if now waiting day my head.
Make you better
Make
know.
I better no try am. Say 3 a.m. like this, they go frame
You they
you.
play.
No, there's nothing you will do because they will collect your phone, everything.
You they play.
Police where they find criminal where they go pull person,
They exchange person.
where they
You
go
know say-
exchange
you know-
person.
you know say that cap. You
Why
know
they
say-
don't post this thing?
you know say that cap guy just use marketing strategy.
I swear that
He run
was
marketing strategy.
that was top fear mongering.
You get
Marketing strategy. Go
It's-
sleep beside police overnight.
Instagram
No,
ads.
Rafi, I know.
Top police mongering.
Instagram ads.
Top.
Joke or not, I make that. I cannot make that kind of mistake.
I fear if the topic enter now boss, they go back with you.
Let me Johnny.
Make I just say they on the move.
I cannot make that kind of mistake. Never.
Make I just say they on the move. Bro,
Yeah.
somebody say it's where all of us, where none of us, they went
Big.
God create. Now I know they say get my sell plot 35 million. I sell for your water. We did all of us day. God create this way.
Not create, we know they. Nobody get anything. We're not going to sell plot of land.
35 million.
See, guy. Now one of the funniest exchange where I don't see on Twitter because
Bro.
so this guy tweeted that thing you guys do when you manifest and come back 2 days later to
Yeah.
quote the tweet with results. This guy can't reply. The guy can't say manifesting waking up later today. Now, a few hours after this idiot come back, reply that in tweet where he say manifesting waking up. He can't say, "Oh, OMG, I woke up. Manifesting actually works. I really woke up." Somebody can't say, if they say you don't wake up, if for fun you, the guy say, I don't be sleep. Oh. Make them don't see any light play.
Bro, I didn't sleep.
If I say I sleep,
Just,
What the?
they no come wake up.
bro, devil to get
Don't
sense.
see any live game. I beg.
Bro, devil to get sense.
They no come wake up.
Don't play. Don't
During the game, make them just put out
say
2 odds.
you think that thing I dey play. Make I throw you small pass. Bro,
Oh my god.
I see what Sabi the picture somebody put for the caption and say, is it time to put that for batting on reach? Bro, because at this rate, that thing where they
The
say
way they go, that's where they say, "No, no, do."
and put that inside. You know, I was reading a tweet, somebody said, Dangote 7 letters, Dan Tata 7 letters, Hotel Dollar 7 letters. I didn't got 7 letters. Now somebody reply and say, so does poverty. 7 letters. No go walk. They count me.
You don't see that way they say.
Like the Chris.
You don't see that way they say there was no iPhone 9, there was no Windows 9. So a specific reply will say, oh, say there was no, say there was no, say 9 a very bad word. Say check out. You don't see Niger.
Even Niger.
I feel like say
9 a very bad number. So you don't see
I feel
Niger.
like I feel like one basic company inside there. they say the day you say all players to wear football boots. What idiot.
Go come with only socks.
Go say now this slippers you want wear that day.
Now so bet TV now.
The ticket go cut.
All players to wear shin pad. That day somebody will say he don't wear anything.
He go be like Ricosta. He no go wear.
The day you say referee to blow his whistle during the game.
That
That
day-
you go with the whistle they run around.
You know anything, they
That
don't
shit
blow
go
it.
happen.
Somebody say now I understand what my business studies teacher talk. Say the debit side would always be higher than the credit side. Bro, yeah, that thing was cool.
Real. Too real,
Right.
bro. Too real.
So then debit me. So that I'll credit
God.
you. You know what? It makes sense now. So how they will debit me, credit you. If I give you, will make sense. Bro, all the funniest things I'll ever see. But I was looking at a tweet, right? Somebody said, no, I think it was Pedro. I saw a quote, right? And Pedro said if you play with Ronaldo in the back of this, Ronaldo scoring, 900 plus. If you play with Cristiano, he would have been the top assist of all time, right?
The bold claim.
So I mean, I'm thinking about it like, how what's the veracity of this thing?
Yeah.
There's a visible example.
Of course.
And that's Mesut Ozil.
I'm sure that there are a few people who can say the same thing too. Ozil would say the same thing if I played with Ronaldo longer.
Yeah, but he did. Now.
He didn't
And
play
that-
for long.
most of his assists, most of his assists,
IBK is on point
most of his assists came
with Ronaldo.
with Ronaldo at Real Madrid.
Of course.
And when people
Yeah,
talk
so-
about top assisters in European
You
football
mentioned
now,
Ozil.
you mentioned Ozil, like, or
Ronaldo,
maybe
yeah.
like, you
Yeah,
understand? So, Perlo might have been on to something.
I also saw one tweet where Benzema was it tweet? Yeah, I think it was an Instagram post where he was posting his Ballon d'Or award when Ronaldo picked Mbappe over him, and people were like, "What was that message? What was that message going to?" But I felt that there was no way Ronaldo could have picked Mbappe ahead of Benzema in, even if he's joke safe. Now a very dangerous joke with that kind of joke.
No, it's Mbappe, it's Benzema.
Yeah, he picked Benzema over Mbappe.
See,
Sorry,
see,
Mbappe
people-
over
people
Benzema.
read-
But they're not in the same generation now.
No, like they were just doing this player.
People
You've not
read-
seen that as YouTube
People
videos.
read too much meanings to like
Yeah.
everything that goes online. Not just
No be people, na
not just
Benzema.
winner remains or something.
Oh,
That
yeah,
game
yeah.
that they play. This person or
So
that
I
person.
saw the
Yeah.
craziest one.
Off the cuff, you could have just picked someone.
Yeah,
Like people read too much meanings. It's like come on.
craziest one I saw was Casillas. Casillas was doing who stays, who goes, and the final two you reached Neuer. So of course Neuer has stayed for a while,
Yeah.
and he reached Courtois, and the guy was like Courtois stays, Neuer goes. I was like that's Casillas.
It's bold. It's bold,
That's
but
bold, though.
with Neuer, you always feel like he's my greatest goalkeeper of all time is Gigi Buffon. But with Neuer, you always feel like he's the most complete of goalkeepers in terms
Nah,
of
I think best of his generation.
in terms of everything you want from a goalkeeper. Ball playing, reflexes, dominating the area, intimidating, arrogant. He just has everything. You cannot find a goalkeeper, whether in the modern day or in the eras gone by, where you can say they had everything.
Oliver Kahn?
Even Gigi, Oliver Kahn
no.
didn't have
Oliver
everything.
not
He
with
didn't-
Neuer.
he didn't
You
have
hear ball
everything.
playing. You see the kind
You
ball
know-
playing where Madonna.
But waiting make una change this definition of a goalkeeper. Which one be
No be we
be
change
ball?
am.
No,
Say-
no,
say-
no,
say-
no,
wetin-
no,
wetin
no,
be the-
Waiting be the
You
major.
see when I write
wetin
something,
be
say, na me change am.
now you
No,
never the way
footballers-
change am.
footballers-
Waiting be the objective of a goalkeeper.
Bro, go and watch football in the 80s. Go and watch football in when they show this FIFA World Cup 86. Go and see how football was played. Before defenders started, striding out from defense. It was Franz Beckenbauer who started it.
Yep.
Football was not like that. You give a defender ball, you don't launch him.
Yeah.
Beckenbauer started taking the ball and striding out of defense, the Kaiser. So football has changed in many ways. Football 20 years ago was not as exciting as it was now. It was more technical. people played with a lot of brains. It was much. People played with defenders. Never wanted to lose battle. Defenders never wanted to look good.
So
now defenders want to look good.
So which is more exciting, now or then?
Nah.
I think it's then. I think it's then.
Then was definitely more exciting. Now, you see, the biggest problem for me is
defenders are now getting called Rolls Royce. They didn't used to call defender.
The biggest problem for me is two things. First thing is, now we're comfortable. Teams are comfortable with getting goalkeepers that can play out, not necessarily that can stop goals.
Yeah.
Oh, no, right.
Defenders that can play out, not necessarily that can actually win draws. Right? That's the number one problem. The second one is everybody wants to play that way. That's why it's no longer exciting.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to play that way, even though you don't have
Southampton. Southampton lost.
Ipswich.
Southampton lost 3-1 at Brentford 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And all 3 goals were from a situation where they were trying to play out from the back.
Yeah.
And you look at who is trying to play, and with due respect to Jack Stevens and the defenders they have at the helm, you cannot do it.
Haaland is a menace enough as it is. How do you then go play Man City and because you are trying to play out from the back?
Ipswich,
you are now passing to him.
No,
You never passed to him.
My own definition would say if you watched France 98 and Korea Japan 2002, you know that football is very boring now.
So the
problem, of course,
very
boring
now.
That's the problem.
See Brazilian national team. It be like England squad.
So that's the problem.
Wait.
That's the problem of uniformism.
Bruno Guimaraes for a Brazilian national team.
Please stop it. Guimaraes is the top
Baba,
player.
forget that team.
You dey inactive.
See, Baba, see. Now,
Security, I beg.
Which security, uncle?
Security, I beg.
Guimaraes,
Guimaraes
Guimaraes is a very good player. He's a player who could have played.
Who's better, Guimaraes or Gilberto Silva?
What did you talk just now?
No, I just give it to Silva. Give it to Silva or Guimaraes. I know.
No, I mean, I'm wondering why what did you find reach there?
They were different players.
The point is,
first thing.
when this same thing was made about Gilberto, that he was not Brazilian type player.
Gilberto Silva, I think there was a season Gilberto Silva went through an entire season as a defensive midfielder and didn't get a single yellow card. He was smooth at doing his job.
Sure.
Arsene Wenger famously said, Gilberto is a guy who, when he's there, you're wondering what he's doing. When he's not there, you now see why he's that important. He was so smooth. He could piece things together. And he could win balls very cleanly. He was not the archetypal DM. Who is hard tackling, smashing into people.
He was very smooth.
He was very smooth in that defensive role.
Yeah.
This guy, on the other hand,
Bruno
Guimaraes, our producer says he should do UFC.
He's a tout.
He's aggressive, on the ball, off the ball. He wants to fight all the time. And that's very typical of Brazilians. When you see Brazilian defenders, Thiago Silva is not from Brazil. When you see Brazilian defenders, they're very aggressive. They smash into people. They want to win duels. They enjoy it, But for Guimaraes is a top player. I think he's an absolute.
I'm not saying
I don't think he's a top player.
I think he is.
I don't think he is, to be honest.
He was saying Guimaraes or Gilberto Silva.
I'll pick Gilberto Silva.
I'll go with Gilberto Silva.
I'll go with Gilberto Silva.
My point is that.
Because Guimaraes will get a red card and leave you in trouble in the tournament.
My point is that normally in a normal Brazilian squad, I don't see Bruno Guimaraes entering that squad. Normally, you won't even. The usual Brazilian squad we know. The flair, the samba, the entertaining style, and that was all Ronaldinho complained about as well. Apart from them not even getting results, they don't entertain. Their game is always very boring.
I think that's cheap.
For me,
I think that's cheap. I think that's cheapening because look, you can't dwell in nostalgia too much.
Yeah,
in the sense
of course.
We're talking about
football. But it's a tradition. It's the way they are known. It's what they are known for.
About tradition.
It's what they are known for.
The reason that tradition happened was because you had players that were that good. You don't have them anymore. That's why it looks like tradition. But you don't get players who if you do samba, you want to still do samba.
So the thing is, for me is there's a big problem with uniformism, and that's why I don't like it's almost like herd mentality across Europe where everybody wants to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I think we did an episode where I mentioned that the last Mauricio Sarri was the beginning of completely eroding Chelsea's identity completely. So I think Chelsea were the last one. Chelsea were the last football club in
We
Europe.
fought.
You get
We
to
fought
still
very hard.
hold the identity.
No, we
you know?
don't do this
We
passing
don't
from
do
the
this
back.
thing, but we win our thing.
They now
Yeah.
said Abramovich must go.
So once Sarri came, there's this thing across Europe where everybody wants to play from the back, and there's that lack of
Fluidity.
of dynamism across
Yeah.
the game. You know, so
Yeah.
Brazilians play like Brazilians. Also, the exporting of Brazilian talents you get to Europe has also now meant that you pick players from Barcelona, pick players from Real Madrid, come play in Brazilian national team.
Yeah.
They play European style.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you go see them Brazilian players
see someone
inside
from-
their team. A lot of them in their team. Do you
That's
get?
valid.
So
That's very valid.
that
Gilberto went to the World Cup playing for a Brazilian
for
club.
Brazil
That's
team,
very-
they
that's
probably,
very valid.
Even,
so
even
it's
down
pretty much
to
like
10
that.
years ago, it was still like that.
Yeah,
You know?
But I think the problem with Brazilian national team is that the pool of talents is, pool
That's the
of
biggest problem.
world-class
That's
talents.
the biggest problem.
It's very limited now. They have Vinicius, they have Rodrigo. The rest are bang on average.
Remember, I'm going to use a club side as an example. Remember when it felt like, even though they are not back to where they once were, Barcelona's fortunes started dwindling, and it felt like, oh, what's going on? Management was bad, true.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem why the on-field situation was also bad was because
the pool of
La
talent.
Masia wasn't turning out
Of course.
the Messi level talent.
Exactly.
The moment that Lamine Yamal kid comes onto the stage,
Yeah.
it looks like everything is bright.
And it's not just him. There's Pedri, there's
Exactly.
Gavi,
Yeah.
there's Firmine. You look at the
And
quality
this
of
kid who just got an ACL.
yeah.
That's a very very good
you
player.
look at the
Pedri.
What's
No,
his
no,
name? The guy
no,
that just got an ACL.
ACL, I've forgotten his name.
The CM.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I think till next year.
So Brazil don't have it. They just don't have it. It's not there. Vinicius can try all he wants. Brazil don't have a number 9.
They went to the World Cup with Richarlison.
Richarlison.
No disrespect to Richarlison.
and-
But now Brazil, we they talk about.
No, but
From
Richarlison-
Delima to
Richarlison has
Andrano to all of
Yeah,
these.
and
Even Luis
the funny
Fabiano.
thing, the funny
When you
thing,
start
that,
going to Richarlison, you have
You get
lost
when
your
you go to Richarlison to the World Cup, then
Yeah,
and the funny
lost
thing is
already.
that
Same thing with Bruno Guimaraes. When
Ronaldo
you go to
de
World
Lima
Cup with someone like Bruno
is the
To be fair,
greatest.
yeah.
Ronaldo de
Ronaldo
Lima
is
is the greatest number 9 ever.
Yeah, sure.
And the problem with that is
the
that
greatest.
yeah,
Is
the
he
best,
best?
the best.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
no
agree
better.
with greatest. He's the best.
As an archetypal number 9.
He's the best.
There's none better than him.
it
Number
Delima?
9.
He's the
Delima.
best, but he's not the greatest.
Baba greatest. That won't concern you.
Baba is not the greatest.
He concerns
Wait,
you and your
greatest number
family.
9?
No,
Yes.
of course,
I think
He's
it's
the
Delima.
best.
Number
I
9.
agree.
Delima is the
We've-
best. Is the greatest.
The
They
great.
play.
When they
Best
say
way no win Champions
when they
League.
say
I think
when they
for-
say
I think for-
Ronaldo win World Cup.
I think for Dalima,
No,
right?
but he's the greatest.
Cristiano
Fine,
Ronaldo
fine.
win
win
World
World
Cup.
Cup.
No, they
So
talk that
allow-
one.
so-
person win 2 World Cup.
we made
Person
the distinction, right?
We did. So make
Greatest
una
and
no
best,
go
right?
right. Make una no dey
So,
do like a politician.
The best centre back of all time, right? Is Ramos,
Yeah.
right? The best is probably Maldini,
So who is the
Right.
greatest number
People
9?
can have their best.
but for Dalima,
So who is the greatest number 9?
please put him in that 2 category.
Fact.
I disagree,
Greatest
but
and
let's move
best.
on.
Thank you.
Plenty,
As in,
plenty
Now
passes.
I say more. Now I say
1, 2,
more.
3
move on
plus.
now.
My brother, 3 minus 1
person
is
get ACL, come back, win highest goal scorer,
no vex
win Ballon
now.
d'Or, win World Cup.
They will
He
never
played
be.
for Barcelona.
About now, them Cristiano spoil football, and I know your
Now
age.
them
and
spoil-
for the-
now
and for
them
their-
spoil football.
and for the abuse you, but I sabi your age. You said don't old. That's why they talk like this.
He said,
Speaking
he said
of-
that Ronaldo spoiled football.
Speaking of things
How
that,
can a human being be scoring 60 goals in a season?
so speaking of things that,
Then go don't tear ACL by 40 second goal. ACL go don't go since.
speaking of things that we, what's the word?
If you want break that record like this, you go for hospital. But I don't know what Messi and Ronaldo do. I never know anything.
2 people.
I mean, you be no vex. You see when I saw that stat, and they said for Haaland to score 900 goals,
15
you
years.
will have
bro.
to score about 53 or something goals for the next 13 seasons.
15 seasons,
and
bro.
My guy.
You know, I said on radio on Saturday that I think Haaland can match these 900 goals. One of our listeners sent a message. You see, he can no, but for this Norway, we no fit score against Kazakhstan.
That guy don't play bets. He shot me time.
Did he pay the guy?
No way over 0.5.
The way I laugh it.
But why-
the guy say
why
this
you pick
Norway,
Norway?
When no fit score against Kazakhstan,
You just
he no go score 900.
No.
Why you go pick Norway?
Why
You
no
no
pick
try,
no?
sha.
Why no pick no?
Sure,
You know how beautiful Norway country Norway is.
But you know he could have played for England.
Yeah.
He was born in England.
But you know go pick England. Now. Why you
If
go pick
he
England?
played for England, he no go score the 900.
Why you go
If
pick
he-
England?
that guy if he score.
Make guys out
that
give
guy
you
fit
that.
score.
He cannot score.
Make-
Don't
He
worry.
cannot.
Make guys Sage play
Club
with 7
level.
defenders.
Now the
Club
secret,
level,
the secret to it
If he
is
plays, if he has the kind of longevity Ronaldo has, club level he will do
maybe
at least
800.
750.
People are missing it up, bro. Ronaldo was doing 60 something. It was not 50 something. We're talking about. It was 60 something. There was the point he did 70.
Ronaldo have scored.
But Haaland too.
Ronaldo
Haaland
have
too has
scored
been
400
doing
and
something
something
like that.
goals since he turned 30.
Bro,
Yeah.
I cannot do it.
Could have
Now this
well
is
leave
it.
all
He
this.
can't do
He
it.
can do
He
it.
can't do
He's
it.
not leave am
He
vex.
can't do it.
That's why I said that it's
Make
about
Haaland
it's
reach
about
29
it's
first,
not
make
about
we
being fit. Is he going to be fit enough to do it? I'm not sure, but if he's fit, I think he will do it. Because the secret to Ronaldo and Messi is fitness, whether I like it or not.
It's
I
not
be
You
Moving
can't tell me that.
Moving
You
on.
can't tell me that we don't have talent as
I
good
be
as Ronaldo and Messi.
Moving on. We
Even
don't
Schneider
right
talk
now.
and say,
Baba, we don't have
Schneider
that.
talk and say if in the goal, you know,
IBK, you are
We
very
don't have.
close. You are very close.
We don't
very,
have.
very close to. You know when you go drop Lamba? Where we go? You are very, very close to drop.
Yeah,
Don't leave us.
Just
Like that.
that's where I'm there, right?
You don't almost drop
Let's-
Lamba, so don't drop him.
One of the things I was, you guys were speaking about how some things came about, and I was just wondering, we'll have to make a swap about how the term school runs came about, because children are back in school.
Yeah.
So I was speaking to a couple of parents, like, let me go to school runs tomorrow. I'm like, where did the term school runs come from? Is it that the school told the parents, you go do school runs? Like, it's like when Nigerians say,
I mean, the school tell the parents, say, when I go wrong, come tomorrow."
go school, like, because like Nigerians say, oh, this Honda an evil spirit. Like, how do you? Where will I take get that?
now all mechanics
How
start
would I
am.
No,
think
we name
arrive-
all the cars now.
No.
We name unofficial
Na mechanic
names.
they start am.
Where we get that from?
Baby boy. Under Hala.
Because
I'm like, what
naturally,
did they happen?
because
Spider.
even Christians, when they
You
go
know say,
church,
you know say
you buy car, you call an evil spirit. You are a Christian. You bought money cow, you had
you know
them
say
money.
you know say you know
Somebody
say
call an evil spirit, you agree.
you know say that evil spirit get your own mind now. Why?
You get.
Person
So-
say car go dey on top of land and go dey tell you say they make I stop for here like or make I no stop. Beg me now.
Say get some kind, get us to accelerate. Get us to accelerate. You can't go change some kind of sound. You say, I beg, not here, not here, please. Just see that next junction.
Guy,
Just
yeah,
carry
no
me
worry.
pass. Yeah,
Bro.
you don't pass
Bro.
Tomiland at like 12 a.m. See, bro, Somto, you get this that idiot. Somto, see every time Somto, see, it be like say,
Oh, man.
it be like say Somto. The only thing where they give am sexual excitement now when in the drive high speed. Every time he gets behind the steering, he's not comfortable with doing 80-100.
He steps on it.
This high speed at 200.
High speed. So
180.
we did on top
I cannot be in that car.
bro. And you now know that
Except that
no,
car is leading to heaven.
No,
I cannot be
Abeg,
inside that.
abeg, hold on, abeg, hold on. I dey
Nothing
drive-
fit put me for that kind of car.
I did drive go Ibadan. So I don't know. See, my coach don't they look where I go take stop that car. Or now so the Egbon say I say you want sharply piece so say make I stop. Omo, I come park. They don't gonna say waiting goes up. They make I dey no only me they good at Ibadan. See nothing go make am follow me again. Oh right, if I dey beg this Egbon for like 15 minutes though.
no we get children for house. Be like the Chris. You will never born.
He say
They
he
drive
say
motor like say now
he
you
say
make
he
am.
say one piece no dey worry am like this.
You know that thing where we say if when are this small, if you are part of the drive, when are they small, when I go to sleep inside the motor. If you are part of the drive, everybody go down.
They look, bro.
Everybody go down like this from village
You know yes.
from village to town.
from sleep you don't see God.
If you are part of the drive, everybody don't sleep. You don't wake up for house. Say hungry. Don't hunt for gate. You don't open gate. If you are part of the drive, bro, make everybody stay away. Let everybody our watch continues. Make we no go here say, and the guy he just crossed. What do you mean he just crossed? We don't driving.
This thing where BK talk so if you enter bike when I book
Wale.
you drive. If you enter bike, make
Yeah. we have a guest in the house, and we're delighted to, mix it up with some of the movie people, who are making movies about sports and football. It's great to always be a part of an exciting project. So we had a premiere yesterday, and it's always a pleasure to be able to, speak to some of the people trying to shape narratives and all that stuff. IBK is, of course, needs a bit of hanky. So just gonna make sure that IBK, takes a bit of a water break, and most likely, are you swapping? Or?
That's why I was asking producer now. Producer talks
who are you making this up? Right. Oh, Ini and
you got the entertaining.
Well, I think you need to dap it up a little bit, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hindsight Podcast. I am Yubin Sonduonovid, and of course, I'm joined by Jimmy Akinsola and of course Tayo Arimoro. Is that the name? Taye. Taye, I'm so sorry for messing your name up, but I get it correctly now. Taye Taiwo. Right. Fantastic. Yeah, exactly. Look, I think it's always brilliant to have a guest on the show. We've had a couple people who have come and had a great time with us. Of course, IBK still retains his place. Not forgetting you, IBK. And gentlemen, welcome along to the Hindsight Podcast.
Thank you.
Great to see you both. You guys look fly, as always. Jimmy is always, Jimmy has his,
I don't know why you guys do
Jimmy has notoriety for cleaning out. So that's really good.
You have notoriety for cleaning
For cleaning out.
Now why I wake up, if they see my hair now, they will say I did too much.
But
Producer, tell Jimmy make a boy.
Just a glimpse.
But I hope you can see Jimmy's face, right? Jimmy, they say me cover your cap.
No, just
You get so the thing be say the face cap. You say me I turn out for back, so you go the cash charge.
Yeah.
Even
So it
now,
will make sense.
now, it needs to go all the way.
Jimmy, I'm told you need to come forward a little bit.
Come on,
Take it.
come on.
Jimmy, what's good? When love strikes, isn't it?
I mean, love struck me.
I know. Ty, I'm told you need to come forward a little bit, right?
that's
Just to make sure
simple.
that we can pick all your audio. Gentlemen, great premiere yesterday. I thought it was amazing. And for me, it's always important when, people, evolve the ecosystem. And, I fundamentally work in, in sports, the value chain. But every time I see a movie, Nollywood trying to tell our stories, and that's the most important thing for me, to tell the stories that are not being told, near enough. So, first of all, congrats on your premiere. I think the movie is great. But just away from that, I have two friends of mine, Swore, who's also in the house as well.
You can say I had film.
No. Swore is amazing because she's totally
You don't act now. They do as they normally do.
She was small.
Swore was just being
No, but you be
fully in her elements, right? But
no more.
both of you actually, did us very proud as far as
Thank you so
the
much.
commentary and
Appreciate
everything
it,
like that.
appreciate
IBK, you would go first with the questions because I have seen the trailer, and I just think that the quality of the pictures are really good, right?
Yeah.
But more important than that is the actors. I think you used a couple of young guys.
Yeah.
One of the problems I have with a lot of movies out there is people trying to shoehorn actors
recycling.
into
Into
roles that
certain
they're not
roles,
necessarily fit for. But I saw a fresh face, and that was brilliant. No?
Just correct. The premiere is tomorrow.
The premiere was
yesterday.
It's out officially
It's
on the Friday the
They send them
13th.
out tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Okay, so I really don't know you as a sport person.
Right.
Yeah, so let me just say what inspired that storyline, because people always say that when you have a movie, it's based on, most of it is based on true life stories and the rest. Like I manage a football club where we have young players who still, write WAEC, who still, they are trying to see, should we just go all out for this football or should we still do the two? So I think for me, what inspired you, the storyline, was it down to the fact that you heard people's experiences, or you had this kind of experience as well?
I don't think that question is for me.
Can don't be right.
That's the writer.
But you're part of the whole team.
I think, did you ever play football?
Yes, I
Yeah.
played football.
Tell
I
them
would
what
just-
you did in the movie first.
First of all, I was the coach in the
Yeah.
film, so I
Jose.
did play football in the film. I can tell you like what I thought about the story. When I saw it, things that came to my mind, and especially when we're filming. For me, when I first saw the story, I thought it was like one of a kind, because you don't ever see like film. I've never seen a football film in Nigeria before.
Yeah.
So this is the first of its kind. So for me, it was like, oh, Inkblot is making a film about football. I watch football a lot. I play video games.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it, you know. And they said, "Oh, coach, to be honest, I wanted to be a player." But when I saw like, they talk said a lot. They move.
I beg, you win
Your Baba is like, you gotta put some dice on you.
you win trophy. You win trophy.
Trophy.
Go watch the film first.
Go watch
now.
the film
Sure.
now.
This guy.
You know.
Now for you.
You see the
They
moves
fight
with
well.
Chelsea people they make.
Now for you.
Under the table moves.
You always know the Arsenal man.
Always try down the
but,
cut.
but yes,
solidarity.
and so for me, it was like, okay, yeah, I want to be a part of it, you know. Even though I'm the coach, you know, the story behind the coaches, you know, Johnny and everything, and I don't know whether to get ahead of myself, you know, the experience I had when I got on set. No. The experience when I got on set, you know, we shot in Shagamu, right?
Right.
At
Remo
Remo
Stars.
Stars.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know the funny thing is I'd never seen a football club system ever in my life in real time.
Right.
You know, the closest is on FIFA.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm playing the career mode, and just being there it made me feel like I was in the game.
How good are you? Just
I'm quite good.
Yeah?
Yes, I play
just check
For
it.
no reason.
Just
Like,
checking.
this thing is
Not
asking
my
now.
damn.
What
You know
comes
what?
next?
You know what? We'll set it. We'll set
So
a
we guys,
date.
you know, we have
Remove
to.
your head.
Let's set it up. Let's set it up.
I'm with you.
Let me come in there. So I remember when we had our first playoff. That's I'm a team manager for Lekki United Football Club.
Oh, okay.
So we were
This money where you don't
need
qualify for United, they do promo for
We
this
never
show.
see am.
We never see
Never
am yet.
see invoice.
No,
You
never
never
see
see
invoice yet.
this thing.
No, when they put me for the movie first, and I go see invoice.
This movie won't use chop.
Bro, for this band economy.
When I don't collect van, I was trying to say that
You don't drop.
That's his first
free.
audition for part 2.
Why you like
Part
this?
two.
Just saying.
Well lost strike.
But-
Jimmy, they say you don't spend money.
Because they strike like us. We strike too.
But for real, guys, if there's a part 2, we have to be on it. Can we agree before we go on? So it's not at least
Do you
studio.
know what? Every sports show we've gone to promote this show, every host
Right.
has said that. And I've returned it to them by saying, what will happen is part 2, I will become a player,
Right.
and you can take
No,
the
Actually, no, the commentary I can't do like you, right? But you see,
You can. You
No,
just
no.
put your mind to it.
Hold on. Jimmy,
I-
you said
I-
you want to be a player.
Aspire, man.
Jimmy, I don't understand. You want to be a
Aspire,
player.
man.
Jimmy.
Now they collect money.
now why Jimmy braid hair,
Why
guys?
this guy they do like this?
Now why Jimmy braid
No,
hair?
okay, but on the real, on the more serious note, to answer your first question, I think the premise of the movie was just basically Nigeria is a footballing nation, and we've never really lived up to that in terms of how we portray ourselves in the movies. We've never done a footballing movie, but we say we eat, live, and breathe football. So for Inkblot, it was a mission statement that they needed to actually do this and do it right. For me, like Swa would express to you as well, when we were recording, our part was, a footnote on the side. Like, it wasn't the main thing was shooting the football action scenes.
Yeah.
And then when we watched the movie itself yesterday at the premiere, the movie is even deeper with the storyline.
Yeah, man.
It goes in different directions. I mean, I was blown away because I only thought it was a football side.
Yeah.
But when you watch it in depthly, you understand that it's in the category of the bended like Beckham's. The storyline, the journey it takes you on.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you said you like the actors that were used in the movie as well. Fresh faces, very believable to be football players because you haven't seen them in too many other roles. So you can say, oh, okay, I didn't know he could do this. I didn't know because the main character, Nashe, he's a young guy, but he plays a very young guy in the movie.
And that is important for because football as a sport
Yeah.
is about unearthing talent. So it was almost
Synonymous.
crucial
That
that you
we
had
brought
to
in
unearth,
a new set of talents for that particular
role.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I saw that, I was like, this is just from a casting perspective, that is a job well done.
Yeah.
But I was going to talk to you about the coaching role because every time I Denzel or Will Smith are some of my favorite actors.
there's some major, right?
Right. And every time I watch a movie they're in, what they tell you is the amount of the lengths they have to go to immerse themselves in the role.
Right.
How much work did you have to do to get into the zone and express emotions, touchline, all that kind of stuff?
So for me, it was I watch football a lot, so there was a lot of tapping from what each scene what is required, what reactions, what emotions, what my objective in each scene, right? And I think of the closest coach that I've seen on TV, make those particular, have those emotional responses and reactions to it, and then I try to tap into it. The one thing that stood out for me was I was blessed to have met the actual coach for the first team.
Daniel.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I met him, and I had a long conversation with him in his office, and I was like, like, what do you think about this? When your players are like this, what is usually like your response? And he had a lot to say. It was so funny because when I think of football managers or football coaches, I see them as they're very busy, they're very, they have this face and all of that. But he was very open to having a conversation. In fact, it was like, I have stuff to do, but, for you, let's have a conversation. Yeah. Do you want to pick up coaching after this? I'm like, I'm going to think about it. And then he gave me his card, and it was, for me, I saw the emotional. I didn't see the serious, when you see Klopp on the touchline, you see Pep Guardiola, you see the serious. I saw him be a human being, like somebody I can interact with. And when they did the Guard of Honor thing, when they were introducing the boys, the actual actors into the first team, and they did this Guard of Honor thing, and they were slapping their backs. For me, that was a big point for me. It was an initiation, and seeing him smile, seeing him talk to his players, making jest with his players, and sometimes he will switch up and be like, "Are you okay? Pass the damn ball the way I want you to pass it." It made me just tap into it, and for me, that was just research. Even though I was having a great time, it was research for me, and that's where I really tapped.
And the thing, I'm sorry to.
Sorry for what?
You were saying about Coach Dan. When we came into Shagamu, the first things we noticed, I think, was how they replicated everything. We are used to sports already. Mm-hmm. So it was the environment. Yeah. For every scene, it's not even just the football, whether it was the dialogue with the characters off the pitch or whatnot, you have to give credit to not just the storytellers, whether not the AD, those who NBC do
Inkblot themselves, the production company completely.
Because now synergy they want. Most times, I think anybody will function very well if you give them the right environment. You see the environment they created with the coaches. I mean, our story, our lines were just a footnote. It was just the environment. We were watching football sequence, and I waited you go see for football sequence. Then we vibed to. When they put a situation together for Bimbo, that was what you were seeing. When they put a situation together for, say, Usas, that was what you were seeing. It was a natural ease. I'm not gonna watch the movie. Because everything
because that's all. I attended the premiere last night, and I was quite curious. I got asked on the red carpet, and I was just thinking about the acting. Because a football story is very hard to pull off. Mm-hmm. It's something we've not done before. Because what you want to see is how organic it would look. When there's a tackle. When there's a dribbling. I don't want to see someone who feigned to be dribbled, I actually want to see someone
the actors
being
they try to bomb.
I actually want
they
to
put their body
so,
for
so
ground.
that acting is
They walk you.
No, nobody gets
Okay,
it.
what's your issue with ACL?
They say they act.
What
now.
did they have?
See,
No give person injury.
by saying
say you want to see the
they had to time the tackles.
Did
They had
I
to-
tell you?
It was crazy.
Was that a stunt?
Yeah,
Was that a
they
stunt?
used footballers now. Them Sadiq, they were there now.
So
it was crazy.
Nashe did
Chooks.
everything by himself.
Yeah,
Really?
In fact, Nasha is in the house, by the way.
Yeah.
He
Can't be talking about you
insisted.
like this and you're here.
He's right here, He insisted.
Well, definitely. I think at the point I have to bring Nashe on.
He has to be on.
He has to come on.
Do you know what's crazy is I was about to say that for me personally, why I feel like the movie and the story is important is that what Jimmy said at the beginning about we as a nation, we call ourselves a footballing nation. We eat, drink, sleep, football. There are like millions of kids out there whose story. Like this movie is like going to like
Same,
speak
right.
to
Yeah.
Baba.
their
Right,
exact
exactly.
story.
Exactly.
And I mean, people here on the podcast know that as well. I have that kind of story as well
Yeah.
because I had a dream of playing football, you know, living the country, you know, and all that. So
Let
it's like,
it go.
Let's just-
Let it go.
We'll pass.
Let it go. Let it go.
It's okay.
I align with what you're saying because
Yeah.
Sorry.
look at this. Everyone in here, if I say the name Super Strikers, you already know.
Yes,
Everybody
that's the
knows.
first thing that came to my
Absolutely.
mind when I saw the
Resonate
script.
with football, and
Bro.
once we have something to refer to,
Yeah.
it's something we'll always
Absolutely.
keep with us.
Absolutely.
So
Right,
that's
right.
what this movie will be for everyone
Let me
else.
take
Yeah,
it a
I
step
totally
further.
agree.
Let me take it a step further. I don't know about now. For my house, I get 11 brothers during holiday. They gather money to buy
squad.
cassette for film. The first cassette when we buy, I say cassette so you know that it's in the 90s. Yeah. The first cassette when we buy, now Space Jam. Space Jam, then we buy. All
Jam
of
is
us
a really
watch
good
that
movie,
thing, wash am. If you know I be say sports movies, then we can't do love and basketball, one do the mash small. You know, we pick all of them, they go. Nigeria has never really had the opportunity to
yeah.
have that iconic
Tell the
sports
stories,
movie.
right.
That
Absolutely.
when you watch am, everybody they watch them. If you see the way they brag this morning, I go collect coffee. I not get sense. I just tell the people for that. I say, oh boy, bros, your wife carry am, your girlfriend, this one, tell them, make them go watch am together. I think this way everybody go there cinema, nobody go there suspect anybody.
Abi?
And that's brilliant. 'Cause I think culturally, you know, we can sit down here. You know, you are involved in the movie. You're involved in the movie, so obviously you have a real interest in it. But I've always remembered, you know, the Real Madrid movie from way back.
Goal.
You know,
Goal.
Goal, right?
Yeah.
I saw that movie maybe 10 years ago.
Santiago
A
Munez.
bit
You know,
longer than
Santiago
that.
Munez, right? And what it meant for what this movie would mean for the younger people.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, for us, you know, we're all busy with our, you know, lives, hustling, all that kind of stuff. But the 18-year-olds,
Yeah.
you know, when they're 30, would say, you know, When Love Strikes was their
Yeah.
introduction to a football film. So
I
I
have
think,
to.
you know, from a not just from a football, you know, storytelling perspective, but culturally,
Culture,
it has
yeah,
to.
I agree
it has
with you.
to
I have
have
to,
it.
I have to, I have to
Yeah.
also add, because you guys mentioned, you know, getting to Shagamu and shooting out there, Rebel
Yeah.
Stars, which is also important because what a lot of kids are exposed to, those that are trying to play football in the country, when they see a movie like that and they see the facilities and they see, this is where this movie has been shot. This is what's that? So it's like it's
makes it
gonna be
touchable.
an eye opener.
Yeah.
It's exposure.
Millions.
Yeah.
It's exposure.
Bro.
It is. It's like
exposure.
this thing is real. Oh, it there
It
for
was,
our backyard.
it
We
was
can-
very exposing for me.
yeah.
Bro,
And I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
people
Like I'm
did
a
not
grown ass
know.
man.
No, but people didn't know.
And I think it's also important to give a lot of props to Rema Stars.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
never mind When Love Strikes, which, you know, I really do hope does all the great numbers. But Remo have been a model football club for, you know, Nigerian football teams, and just the way they are run, just the way they handle their transfers, they've probably grossed in the most amount of money in terms of player sales. So to add another feather to their cap in terms of, you know, using their facility to shoot a movie of this magnitude, it just, for me, because I have worked with the
The
league. I've
Remo
gone to-
Stars players were at the premiere
Yes,
yesterday.
they
Yeah.
And they were so happy to be there.
you know,
Every
So-
time they saw themselves on screen, they were like, yeah,
Yeah,
Remo
it's
Stars.
just
You know what I mean?
it's just
Like,
different
it's
class.
a thing of pride.
It's different class, you know.
But you know what was exciting for me the most? You know, turning around, seeing Nollywood people and seeing sports people in the same place. You know, I thought, you know, I've always thought that we're due a collaboration. You know, the industry, more industry.
Because it's entertainment at the end of the day.
is.
Sports
It
is
is.
entertainment.
It was really great. You know, you turned around, you saw the Moses Praise, the Charles Anazaru, the
Victor Ekpebas,
the big guys. in the
FA
industry,
chairman
and
from
it
Lagos
was-
State,
It was just fantastic, and it's refreshing to see.
Right.
It is a refreshing.
I want us to talk about. I think we have to find a way to bring in, you know, Natse, Jamidi, Natse, look, Nashe, right?
You
Is
can
that-
have Mercy.
No.
I'm just your commentator. Come on.
I think-
I'm your biggest fan.
I think that. Look,
Yo.
I was just thinking about it, right? Now that Nashe is here,
I didn't know it was here. I didn't know it was here.
is that the key to the vault? What's good? Alright. Hold on, cheers. Yeah.
What's your height?
My height.
This guy.
Anyone?
6'5", yeah.
Wow.
Jimmy, how tall are you? 6'4", right?
No, ask me.
I look
No,
up
no
to
need.
him, so-
6'1".
Well, I answered.
No need.
No
Like, cross No need.
I swear.
Don't worry, I'm good.
Can we have another one?
Don't worry. Just go in. It's fine. I've had my own split.
No, Jimmy is good. Jimmy
Media our
Jimmy's a
industry.
media person. Is fully.
Media our industry. All of us. Now, senior man.
Yeah, you can bring it. I consider it.
I swear.
Jimmy's fully good with moving around sets.
Yeah,
But Nasha, it's so good to have you here. I think it's brilliant. Nasha, you well sat.
I'm
Can we
comfortable.
make sure that Nasha is comfortable?
it's comfortable.
It's not easy to be a lead actor in a movie. I keep telling people, look, in his wife is a, she casts,
Jimmy, is that
she
good?
casts for movies.
It's good now.
Oh,
Jimmy, you all right?
Exactly.
Good, sure.
He got
Yeah. I think it's not easy to be a lead actor in a movie, right? Because
tough.
everybody sets up this incredible budget, and they're like, there you go. It's now time to execute that. What is the pressure like? To be on set for a movie like that.
I mean, I deal with it relatively well, I think. I've been lucky enough in that regard. I do a lot of things to make sure that my mindset is right for filming, working out, eating right, making sure that I wake up at the right time. So that when I do get to set, the pressure doesn't get to me too much. But it's hard. It's a lot of work, because if one day you come to set and you're not on it, you are stalling the whole film. Right, so my previous roles, if I wasn't on it that day, like no one was really looking at me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on this project, it's like if I don't perform, the film is going to stall.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that was difficult, but I dealt with it pretty
Speaking
well.
of previous films, I think I've seen you in Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
You were not lead there.
I was not the lead there. No.
Obviously, you just explain the difference between being a lead and being part of the movie, right? But ultimately, when you're a lead actor, do you get the sense that if you don't show up today and be on your A game, that can like be infectious to everybody? Does everybody look up to you and say, look, if you're getting it right, then it's almost infectious. We're gonna get things done.
At this level, right, everybody is a professional. Everybody's like great at what they do. So I would be very upset if anybody was letting their performance drop because my performance wasn't up to par. I would expect that even if I wasn't bringing it, the other actors would still be bringing it. But with that being said, it is a team sport, and the vibe when it comes to teams is infectious. And of course, when you are the lead character, it has an effect. As I said, I would hope that these guys didn't, don't let
Who'd
my
you
words
model?
affect too much.
Who'd you model? I just spoken to Ty about who he modeled his work after, and I think is that what method acting is called?
No.
Right? I was just
Method
but
acting takes like a long
take a longer time, right? Who'd you watch to try and execute your role?
This role?
Yeah.
No one really. I relate to him on a deep level. I get him. You know what I mean? I wanted to play ball when I was a kid. Football is very, very important to me. I live the sport. It's like everybody in my family plays ball. There's no man in my family that does not play ball. So I can relate to Ibukun. I know exactly how he feels. So I didn't have to go anywhere else to find inspiration for the role. Like all the feelings were already there. So
What about the love part of it? Did you have to find
love to is going. I want to have been there.
That's something that was very observant.
I mean, just for
like
IBK,
something that was
IBK fires away.
Oh, sorry.
What do you expect this does for you in terms of, you're thinking about the next role, or obviously you're a professional, you're going to get cast in many more roles, hopefully. Is that something you're thinking, I think I want to pivot into a lot of, more sports type movies? Is that something you're deliberately going to search out for? No?
As an actor, you sometimes you worry about being typecast, so you don't want to do too many of the same types of roles. But if somebody calls me to do another footy film, I will probably do it because, as I said, I just love ball, man.
You're 6'5". You play basketball.
But, I mean, you could do a
Basketball film,
basketball
no,
film.
I played basketball too, so if it's a basketball film, I could do that. Yeah, man.
Because he knows what he said they do fashion.
He'll take
They
it.
cram this
boy
thing, like
growing
his
up,
siblings,
man.
your fashion and everything.
So
I was gonna ask you guys, right?
Okay.
How long did the entire movie take? The entire
Don't ask me.
start to finish. I mean, no, you guys were carrying pure water. Just kidding.
you said how long?
Did it take to shoot?
Yeah.
It took about a month in total. I think
Yeah.
total days that was total shooting
Total.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on
Did you
set.
have to live on camp there?
Yeah. So we were in Shagamu for a
Yeah.
significant amount. Obviously, we shot some stuff in Lagos. I think we did 2 weeks in Shagamu.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
plus the
because of
pickups.
this-
yeah,
this
maybe
year.
almost 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like
Yeah,
3
about
weeks.
3 weeks in
in
Shagamu.
total.
Most of it was in Shagamu.
Would you like to have this guy anywhere around your football talent if you had one? You know,
What do you mean?
this guy's a coach.
As in if I had a
If you had a
kid.
brother,
Yeah, you had it like-
and you're like,
Yeah,
this guy's a
yeah,
coach.
of
you
course.
know.
Yo,
He's your guy now. You're just trying to. So naturally, I have to ask. Sorry, guys, because you say you're a sport person.
Yeah.
You play football. And all.
You be like you know believer when you talk.
But there's always like
I don't look like
the
one. Most
angle of that
people don't
going.
believe
You be
me.
like you know believer.
No. I mean,
Any
where I'm coming
problems?
from is usually when you love doing something, people talk about the moment you have to do it. Should I say methodically, or once the camera is on, the purity. So it's like,
And again and
like,
again, oh.
What was that like in terms of I play ball normally now, I sabi play ball,
Yeah.
and then the camera is on, all of these cameras
it's quite a
on.
different.
Yeah.
What
ballgame.
was that difference in trying to switch from the purity of playing the game, maybe just kicking it in the park with your
if-
friends,
honestly-
and get the right shot, that kind of thing?
If anything, it was. I was even a bit frustrated because as somebody who plays ball, you want to play ball.
Yeah.
Somebody who say cuts.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
me and all the guys who were actually on the pitch, because they were all players, like we were waiting for the 10 minutes that they would dash us that we could actually
Just play
play
ball.
ball.
Big
Yeah, because you're in
zone.
such a beautiful stadium. Like for me, like
Absolutely.
I was
It was
looking
so beautiful.
around. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
is some dream.
Yeah.
What were the best scenes? I'm because it's a movie. You must obviously have done daylight shots, right?
Yes, yes.
Was there any night scenes?
For football? No.
No, they weren't actually. They weren't. Would have been.
Right,
But the things that
I can see Nashe is trying to run away from the love scene. Right.
The love, but those were
It's
actually
like
some
there's
of my
something
favorite
Jimmy's
scenes.
trying to tell us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jimmy,
we
be
don't
like
want you to
get
give anything away.
exclusive.
We don't want you
Be
to
like
give
get
anything
exclusive.
away, but were you losing focus because of love?
You watch the film. You have to watch the film.
It be like Jimmy get exclusive.
You know, if you like say you dey lose focus.
I just saw most of the love part yesterday.
Bro.
So it bust my head.
He bust my head. This guy enjoyed for the film, eh?
Small focus, please. Thank you.
Going to the ceremony tomorrow. Not missing it, bro.
We had to do it a couple of times, though. She was a bit shy.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
she was a bit shy. We had to work her up to it.
It's okay.
But you weren't shy. You're experienced, like,
Shay, you don't see any. You they shy. You won't kiss.
No, I'm just saying. I never had movie before. So I'm just saying.
If you be actors in that one take, you don't.
Like,
You don't find action rules.
but you're a football guy. Do you support a team?
I do.
Arsenal,
United.
United.
Yeah.
So 2 United fans.
Three.
Let's
Let's
make a quick head count, right?
Oh.
Jimmy's an Arsenal fan, so there's 2 United fans. There's a Barcelona fan here.
Okay.
Rafa is Chelsea,
course.
Arsenal. So we have 2 Arsenal fans, 2 Chelsea fans.
Why you dey come up for? Why you?
Three
Why
Three
you?
United
United
fans.
fans.
You understand? Why you dey come up for the census?
No, 3 Mike.
Yeah.
Right.
alone.
So I have a bit of a trivia. Let's go. I'm gonna start with you, Taye.
Okay.
I think he likes you.
Well, we're United fans. So
I like the coach in the movie.
I beg.
I beg.
Let's.
You don't want to be sweet.
I beg.
No.
No.
I beg. Na me dey near you, Bill. I beg.
I beg.
Go and talk.
You know. Anyway, I was just gonna pick you up on something, right? As
Okay.
far as the game is pick one, right? So the last person standing, pretty much, is your favorite of all the players we're gonna mention. So let's start with it's a goalkeepers edition.
Okay.
So when I pick a player, you are going to say this player stays and the other one goes.
Okay.
Right. So let's go. Goalkeepers, Onana or Alisson?
Alisson. Stays.
Is this
Alisson
playing?
or Raya?
Alisson stays.
Alisson or Pickford?
Alisson. Easy.
Ali-
Is this playing?
Alisson or Ter Stegen?
This isn't fair, man.
Contract.
Alisson.
Alisson or David De Gea?
They get all day, any freaking day, please.
Why is this man?
De Gea or Van der Sar?
Aha.
That's
They never
easy.
listen.
Jamila Raje. Van der Sar. Van der Sar.
Van der Sar or Peter Cech?
Van der Sar.
You they play.
Van der Sar, Casillas.
I don't even know.
Casillas.
Casillas, Edison.
Casillas.
Casillas, Neuer.
Neuer. I'm sorry.
Which
Neuer.
era Neuer?
Neuer, Couture.
Neuer.
Neuer.
Right. So that's great. I've got one for you as well.
Keeper edition still.
No, not keeper edition. Let's do defenders, right?
Keeper editions when we just named all the best keepers in the world.
Let's do defenders, right? Gabriel or Kolo Toure?
Gabriel, which Gabriel?
Arsenal.
Arsenal Gabriel or Kolo Toure? That's an odd one.
Yes.
I didn't watch Kolo enough. I don't watch Arsenal either. I don't know if Gabriel is good. I know Saliba's a hard guy.
Bro.
Give me two random
Yeah,
guys. Give me
one take guy.
Neither of them are that good.
Really?
Gabriel and Kolo Toure. I mean, Gabriel is good. Like they're both good.
Just say Gabriel.
Bro, not say Gabriel, say Kolo.
I'm on. You don't think I don't? Like neither of them are that impressive.
You're just saying me.
Who'd you take?
Kolo when they
So
fled
so
container.
let's start again, right?
These are
Gabriel Kolo Toure.
Kolo.
Kolo Toure, Ricardo Carvalho.
Ricardo Carvalho. Yeah.
Yeah. Ricardo Carvalho, Gallas.
Carvalho.
Carvalho, so Campbell.
Yeah.
Jeez. This is before my time.
I
oh,
swear.
God.
I swear.
You come to man them.
Why so wicked,
This was
bro?
actually for Jimmy.
Exactly. But I've got to Jimmy. It's because to man them that we know now.
I'm gonna go with. I think it's still Carvalho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carvalho, Koscielny.
Koscielny.
No, he was like, how can you put that?
Koscielny.
No, Koscielny.
Yeah. Carvalho, Vidic.
Vidic.
Whoa.
Vidic, Saliba.
Bro, stop.
Saliba, Vidic.
Vidic.
Vidic, John Terry.
Please.
Ele yo gidi gan.
There's only one right answer.
Omo.
It's tough. I might have to give it to JT. I can't lie.
He has to be.
JT, Rio Ferdinand.
You know it. You know what it is. Except you want to just be a Manchester United fan.
It's JT.
Say
No,
it.
different guys though, because Rio is like sexy with the way that he played. Like Rio had like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like guys didn't really appreciate players like Rio back then.
Nasha, do you want a sexy
No,
defender?
but
Do you want a defender that
Rio would
defends?
have been sorry?
Do you want a sexy defender or a defender that defends?
I swear.
Because
Rio would have been more appreciated in today's game.
I'm just,
Yeah, you're right.
Someone
I just,
like Vidic.
I just,
Yeah, you're
look,
right.
I just look at Nashi like a bat.
But no, JT was
I said on the
a
JT.
defender.
So is it JT?
That's what I'm saying. What?
So is it JT?
Over who?
Over Rio?
Yeah,
I'll go JT for that era, yeah.
Yeah?
For that era, I'd have picked JT at that time. Today,
Right.
I'd probably pick Rio.
Right,
If
so-
I was
so-
to pick it
so-
for
so
the
JT
even in today.
Yeah, it's very, very well.
I don't, bro. JT is not playing on
Exactly.
the halfway
Hey.
exactly. That's maintaining possession and press. There's
Just
no
pick
way now,
one.
bro.
Everybody.
Just pick
Right.
one.
That doesn't need opinion.
Opinions,
Jimmy,
okay.
Philip,
One,
one
sorry,
more.
sorry.
Wahala.
True.
But this on a film, I shot na 1 month and I shoot am.
Actually,
Cause be like,
No, this
I
is-
mean, so JT over Ferdinand, right? JT Taribo West,
JT,
you be
right? JT Virgil van Dijk,
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk Thiago Silva.
Van Dijk over JT.
That's hard. But I
He
think
gets
I'd
it.
pick Van Dijk,
Van Dijk
honestly.
over
Over
JT.
Thiago Silva. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
if I was
But
about
no
to-
opinion.
So we have
Yes.
that.
Hey, I don't
Jimmy,
thought. I just
Jimmy,
asked.
we have to get Jimmy on this because I think Jimmy is very versed with
I'm already going. I know where it's going.
You
Jimmy.
will say the
Jimmy,
names.
no, let's
Let me borrow your mic.
You want to give him strikers.
Oh, everybody see me
So if you
live.
can bring Adriano and
Sorry.
I beg, ask Jimmy.
Ronaldo.
Jimmy, Dembele time.
Pele teammate.
Baba. You want to my man bad.
Maradona.
Ozzy Odiles and Mario.
Zico on Pele.
I'm not that old.
Platini or Juice Fontaine.
You don't go go say you don't
Skilashi.
I don't change that.
Jimmy.
I don't change that.
Skilashi or Stoichkov.
No, no, pushka.
Oh man.
No.
Come on now.
All right, let's go.
Best shot.
Let's go.
Where's my camera? That one?
All right,
Hit
great.
me with your
So
best
let's
shot.
have Jimmy. Jimmy, we're going to do strikers edition for you. Tevez or Hurricane?
Hurricane.
Hurricane Zaggy.
Hurricane.
Hurricane
Moving through
Benzema.
the times.
Benzema.
Benzema Adriano.
Jesus.
Benzema Fernando Torres.
Benzema.
El Nino.
Benzema Aguero.
Benzo. Still. Forget.
Yeah.
Benzema Drogba.
That's not hard.
Benzo.
So bad.
Benzema Rooney.
You see, when I breathe in, it's because I'm like emotionally involved. Rooney. Benzo.
Benzema Suarez.
Good tear gas.
Benzo.
What is Benzema?
Are you people kidding me? Are you actually kidding me?
No opinion, please. No opinion.
Suarez, he used to be.
No opinion, please.
Benzema Cavani.
Benzema Cavani. Benzema.
You're
Benzema Forlan.
Benzema.
Benzema Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I've not mentioned.
Zlatan is a god. Right? But the criteria I've been using to pick Benzema, I will use it to pick over.
I need to actually. We have to talk.
Finally.
There's somebody you're not mentioning.
About to say.
Finally,
I know where it's going.
finally, Benzema Lewandowski.
Please, there's only one answer again.
Which is
The same criteria.
There's somebody you're not mentioning.
Benzema.
Who did I leave out?
Benzema Nistelrooy.
Benzema.
See that time way?
Every time.
You see that time way?
He won so much.
You see that time way? You see that time way? You see that time way? You
Benzema as well.
see that time way you be talk say Benzema Luis Suarez. Where you don't go Benzema. Every other person where you mention. Be like when person win election, they come say.
If you did not say Ronaldo, if you did not say Belima,
I don't think
if you didn't say Messi, so let me tell you people above this. What would have been harder? Benzema or Thierry Henry would have been the hardest thing you ask me. No, Thierry Henry because I model everything about me and football is from Henry that I moved to
Henry,
Ronaldo.
yeah.
So it would have been too difficult for me to leave Henry.
No, I
But
don't-
it would have still been Benzema.
Benzema Suarez. No chance.
If I may see,
There's no chance.
There's nobody, bro.
There's no.
Suarez must.
Why Suarez?
So
please, if I may. There's nobody you call that's better than Suarez.
yeah,
There's not a single
that's
player
the-
that you said.
I
today.
agree.
I disagree.
Rooney.
So I'll tell you. So the thing with Benzema. So you see.
No, wait, Rooney.
No, Rooney.
Wayne is not better
Rooney
than
is not
Suarez.
better than
Guys,
Suarez.
the question was about strikers, right?
Yeah, strikers.
Not about how you dribble and score.
So you see the thing
Strikers.
about Benzema, right? The thing
Benzema
about
played with Ronaldo and after Ronaldo.
Jimmy,
Let that sink
the thing
in.
about Benzema, the thing about Benzema, Benzema had a career, in my opinion, that was this.
And went all the way
And then
towards the end.
From the day Suarez.
He did tall. He did tall. He know they did tall. The only thing we affect Suarez now off the pitch where they buy person.
I don't think
But
that's
say me he
fair.
play
I
ball.
think
No
I think
buy
Benz
person
has
off
been a
pitch,
baller
on our
from the
pitch.
beginning.
When I say pitch, he buy
When I talk
person.
about, like, when I say it was like this, and then
He
he's
buy
still a
people
baller,
twice.
but-
No,
Or
but
three
it's not
times.
Yes.
The years he started having scoring lots of goals, it didn't happen until like later.
like-
If you go back to
Benzema at Lyon, right? What was he?
Nabola.
What was he? Benzema everywhere he has been. Let's call a spade a spade. Because you talk am like say as dem born Suarez, he start to dey score for Liverpool. I don't follow you doubt am, but you no tell me say Benzema no good. But everywhere wey he dey ball out. Wetin you dey tell me?
that's what guys are saying.
Wetin you dey tell me?
See everybody that we
Benzema.
is an all-timer.
Exactly.
Everybody that recorded is an all-timer.
All-timer.
They all have their
But
merits.
Luis Suarez.
I think he had his lowest time when he was playing with
Baba,
Ronaldo.
see, this point where you get now why you don't fuck
said
up.
something I said.
If Suarez play Ronaldo,
What's
I
it
swear to God, Ronaldo no go see that number of
Lies.
A top striker is playing in a system that's built for one other person, not
No
you.
matter, he go see him.
Benzema was playing in a team that was built to play for Ronaldo. Benzema was not playing.
But Suarez played in the team that had Messi. Yes.
Suarez's best time was when he played with Messi, Abi. Suarez's best time was when he played with Messi, Abi.
I still want Ronaldo and Messi.
Where they are peak.
Suarez after Messi.
Because now pocket
Baba,
player.
Suarez
My
after
problem
Messi.
with Suarez
What?
na say, see,
Suarez
Jimmy, what's
after
your
Messi,
point?
what happens to him?
What do you mean after Messi?
Benzema before Ronaldo, top guy. Benzema
No.
Ronaldo,
Benzema before
top guy.
Ronaldo. No, Benzema before Ronaldo. We can't say top. When we
What
compare
are you
like,
talking
he
about?
was a very good player. I sabi Suarez for Lyon. He was a good player. But we're talking about all time. We're talking about people that came on and became like the best player on the pitch every single time.
Can we have criteria?
Benzema was a good player at
How
Lyon.
do we judge? How do you judge a striker?
Yeah.
What are your marks?
Baba,
Me,
pure goal scoring.
goal scoring,
Suarez and
Link
Ronaldo,
up
they
play
did
and
the same
creativity.
thing. Ronaldo said go shake.
work rate, and
Suarez
pace.
wicked.
Yep.
Suarez,
Bro.
very deadly, very brutal.
Suarez
My brother, Suarez and Ronaldo are not in the same
See,
conversation.
Suarez could have still played as a number 10 and would still score 30, 40 goals.
Suarez and
Criteria
Ronaldo
when
are
you
not in the
dey
same
go.
conversation.
Bro,
You play
Suarez
the same
could have
era.
played
You're
as
not
a
even
number
close to
10.
it.
Yeah.
How many Ballon d'Ors did he get to the top 3?
Jimmy.
What are we talking about Suarez for?
Jimmy.
What does this rubbish come here?
Jimmy.
I
love it.
I love it.
What do they talk?
You know what? Jimmy.
You don't choke. You don't finally choke.
Jimmy,
Suarez is the only player in Ronaldo Messi era to win a Golden Boot.
he outscored both of them.
Abeg.
Ronaldo and Messi.
Abeg,
He outscored both of them when they were at their peak.
abeg.
Even if na once.
Abeg.
Ronaldo and Messi.
See.
Abeg, una don dey clear since I wan clear.
But it doesn't. You know why it doesn't count?
Let's just
Because
walk
I
on.
dey manage
So one
this
clear.
voice.
That one I will tear his face apart. But if you're talking Benzema, it is my preference for strikers. So let me say this.
Hold on. My point. I said
Madrid.
that if Suarez played alongside
No, it's your
Ronaldo,
preference.
Ronaldo is not
I
getting
mean,
that number of
consistent.
goals.
I don't agree.
The only reason
I don't agree because Madrid was built. Madrid's system was built to
Is
favor
Barca not
Ronaldo.
built to favor Messi?
It's different. It's very different.
How?
Everything. Messi wasn't playing as a striker.
Yes, he was.
He was at some point.
For the longest time, it was a 10. It was a 10. Was he a striker? It was a 10. Messi was a 10.
No.
Striker.
Well,
He didn't start as a striker. When he was playing with Suarez, was it a striker?
No. Are you saying
Yes.
Are you saying started as a
Come on, afford. These are conversations we have a lot.
I love it.
So, let's do Swans on our
knowledge. Suarez's first game for Barcelona. Which position did he start in?
9.
Right wing. Check it. Suarez's first 2 games for Barca, he started right wing. Messi started
Let's dial this down a bit. Let's dial this down a bit.
Let me
Let's dial
say
this down a
something.
bit.
So no vex. So we'll come to you. See, and this Ini, everybody here knows I don't like Suarez. I don't like him
Because he
as a
bites people,
person.
Abi.
In my opinion, I think
personality, yeah,
he's supremely talented. He doesn't need all the shenanigans to get things done. But
Let's
instead,
do-
But Baba, that guy, talent of
He
football.
mad.
Suarez scores
Baba, show me
different
Suarez,
and every type
Let's
of
do.
goal.
Let's do.
Swore has something.
Let's do Swans.
Swore, yeah.
Let's do Swans on.
Swans.
Swans.
Suarez could have scored. Suarez could have
You watch
played as
Suarez
a
for
number
Liverpool.
10 all his
watch
career
Suarez.
and still score 40
Papa, you
goals
don't
every
go where
season.
Suarez score for Liverpool.
I beg.
That keeper had a position like this.
You
From midfield.
will act this way, bro.
They want him
You can explain tire.
You got your own.
Wait,
Beckham score for midfield. He better pass Zidane, Abi. Beckham score for midfield. He better pass Zidane, Abi. Abi.
Messi won't talk now. Messi won't talk.
Let's do Swans.
So how far?
So you know we enjoy this one because you just talk football.
If you don't talk,
I love this.
if you don't talk, what do you gain?
I love it. I love
Oh
it.
yeah, so give us, hit us.
Scatter this place.
Bank, they send me downtime. I don't want to transfer any money. I don't have
It's
money.
okay. It's
I don't have
fine.
money. It's fine. Downtime.
They call me. Access Bank call me today. They talk say.
Downtime. It's fine. I'm not interested in transfers today.
They give you sentence.
Right.
Let's have Swore, right?
Hit us.
Swore, yours is the longest, right?
Why you
Because
gonna give me long?
I don't see I don't agree. I don't argue tire. So let's do midfield.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Before you continue,
Tell me,
right?
tell me.
Jimmy, this one you don't vex for. You don't vex. Para.
He never vessel.
I have a question, right? Benzema or Havertz?
Come on.
I bite
Oh yeah, answer him.
Answer.
Answer.
Vex, answer.
Jimmy, answer. Answer. You must answer. Kikai Bogi dia. Kikai kill you dia.
Let's do
yeah.
Swore. Nice one. Swore, midfielders edition, right?
Okay.
Right. Makalele Lampard.
Oh, Jim.
Makalele.
Right.
Angry.
Makalele Balak.
Oh, Charlie.
Makalele still.
Makalele Vieira.
Hey. Makalele.
Jesus.
Yeah, he played for Rema.
No comments. No
Leave him
comments.
now.
Yes,
Leave him
yes,
now.
Make you finish before we drag her.
Makalele Iniesta.
Hey.
Iniesta.
Iniesta Kevin De Bruyne.
Still Iniesta, I'm sorry.
Iniesta Bruno Fernandes.
You digress.
Don't disrespect my Bruno. Don't try it. Pick Bruno.
Still Iniesta.
Iniesta Paul Scholes.
Still Iniesta. Oh. Paul Scholes was a fan. He was their idol.
This midfielder will be me waiting.
Paul Scholes, Cesc Fabregas.
Paul Scholes still.
Cesc Fabregas, yeah?
No, Paul Scholes. Over Fabregas, thank you.
Paul Scholes, Pelu.
Oh, Charlie.
Paul Scholes?
Pelu.
Pelu.
Busquets.
Still Pelu.
Modric.
Hey.
But that one is.
Statistically speaking, Modric
No,
is a
some
boss.
opinions are correct.
Longevity, he a boss.
All this explanation.
Hey.
You go explain.
Okay, Modric. Because they do one for king and country.
Modric.
Is a database sport.
No comments.
Modric. No comments.
These are wrong. You
Who did you
can
pick?
You can actually
Modric.
Modric Schweinsteiger.
Still Modric, I beg.
Modric Rodri.
Still Modric.
Modric Cruz.
Still Modric.
Really?
Nice.
Longevity.
Problem. Fight. We go happen for here now.
VAR. After consenting VAR say we can ask one more.
When you mention
Modric. One more.
Yeah.
One more. Modric Xavi.
Good night. We'll see tomorrow.
you know where
I
problem
swear,
starts.
bro.
You know where problem starts. Who you ask her? Who you ask her when you mention Bruno Fernandes?
Can I ask one thing?
So who you pick? Who should pick? Hold on. Who should pick?
I will pick Bruno.
Who you pick?
Problem go happen for you. No, I will pick Bruno.
Who you pick?
Go for B.
Xavi Modric.
She picks
Xavi
Xavi.
Modric.
She picked Xavi.
Okay.
Can I ask
You pick Xavi for the end. You get mine, though.
Wait, me now.
Yeah.
You get mine, though.
Did they ask you for that corner?
I asked you about Zidane.
I swear down.
Never.
Xavi Zidane.
This is when I'm going to stand.
Xavi Zidane.
No. I never hear any voice
Sit
yet.
down. Xavi, sit down. First down.
So,
No comment.
So,
You there.
If once you don't mention Zidane,
so pause.
you don't vex.
Senior man, sit down. Now
So-
you be senior man. Now why you gonna do like?
Zidane.
They do like.
Zidane, na person when be say Xavi also study. So if somebody tell me say
All this
this man na my
explanation.
idol,
Xavi
this
or
man
Zidane?
is my man. That's
Xavi or Zidane?
Is Zidane?
Gentlemen.
Xavi, Iniesta, all of them, they are mad.
I'm sorry.
When it comes to
Zidane
Zidane,
is my
They
is
don't
my
get
player of all
level. Now
times.
Zidane man is para.
This is my player of all times, man.
Zidane.
So if we're talking midfielders,
That's Zidane.
Madonna no be
When it comes to
Zidane.
Zidane, for midfield.
No, that's still Zidane.
Zidane.
See, if Zidane
We're
don't
not
come from
Maradona plays in
Africa,
different era.
people for carry am even bigger.
I don't go. No, you know me.
Zinedine Zidane
That time,
is the
forget
greatest.
that.
It's a different era.
That's
then.
Zidane.
I purposely
You know,
leave
different
Zidane
After all
era.
these goals when Messi score, Zinedine Zidane is the greatest
He was a
footballer
complete
I've ever
footballer.
seen.
Too complete.
Leave all these goals when Messi and Ronaldo.
See,
score.
if a footballer tells me that I got studied this
Thrown
now,
around this
this guy
table
is
right
not
now,
good.
bro.
No, I know I
Baba,
go agree with you.
France,
Forget.
no, France
bro.
were struggling to qualify
your
for the World Cup.
Bro, no.
France were struggling to qualify.
Which is why
Bro,
that's why I
France
said-
were
that's why I
struggling
said-
to qualify for the World Cup in 2006. Zidane had retired from football.
Yeah.
They brought him back. He qualified them, took them to the final. Ronaldinho was in his prime. Kaká
Bro,
was in his
Rivaldo.
prime. Emerson in midfield. Zidane stood alone, sat all of them on the ground. Baba, don't worry. You see Zizou. Don't worry. Zizou is the greatest.
Make us Rufai.
Nacho, you know what they talk?
Rufai.
My brother, let's go strong.
Rufai.
Let's go strong.
This
No,
one now.
no, you go pick
Fire
Hernandez.
Jimmy.
Criteria.
Things are everywhere. I want to ask
Sorry,
Rufai.
sorry.
Right. Talent-wise, one Brazilian must
I
go.
think say na game.
No. Talent-wise, one Brazilian must go.
Oh, Charlie.
There are 4 Brazilians.
Who's this for?
The 4 are.
Who is this for? Who is this for?
The 4 are.
No, hold on.
Nasi.
Hold on. Who is this for?
The 4 are. Kaká,
No, not the four. Like, who is it for? Who is it
me,
for?
for
This man over here, Rufai.
Rufai. 1 Brazilian must go. Actually, 2 must go.
Two must go.
2 must go.
Problem.
Problem.
I know say yeah.
Kaká, Neymar, Delima, Ronaldinho.
Now. It's easy.
Why?
Wait. Kaká,
Talent-wise.
Neymar,
wait.
My opinion on this is controversial.
Neymar,
Ronaldinho,
Ronaldinho,
Delima.
Delima.
Okay.
Ha!
My opinion on this
He
is
had, but
Neymar is Brazil's
There is
highest
no
goal
chance.
scorer.
Neymar is
no
out.
chance.
Brazil's highest goal scorer.
Neymar is
Focus
out.
fight to another fight.
Talent not be
IBK.
strike.
Down there.
Talent not be strike.
Who is going out first?
No, Delima already is safe.
I swear.
Everybody
You
knows.
know what I
Delima is safe.
You know what I like to do players card because they be old players.
I'm with
Because
you.
they play for
The
that-
nostalgia.
It means say they good.
Wait.
They're like,
No. Not be every old player. Not be every old player.
IBK.
Security, abeg.
Eject
Eject this man, abeg.
Who is this guy?
IBK think say you think say that when you dey watch ball they drink beer na be this abi.
I agree.
Another ACL.
Two Brazilians to go. I was asked.
Go anywhere.
Oga, now you dey ask question.
Oga, now you get question.
Now your question.
Neymar no dey go anywhere.
You the crazy person on top live show. What's they do this man?
He dey warn me. He say never know the
Be your question. You
They
dey
not
wanna
give, they not threaten you, bro.
Baba, the question was simple. Talent wise, two must go.
Ronaldo cannot go.
There's no chance Ronaldinho and Delima leaves. I mean, I love Kaká, absolutely. I love him. He's dear to my heart. I love Neymar, right? But you said talent-wise.
Talent-wise.
There's no way.
And he said
See,
talent-wise.
everything, the entire from the mid late 90s, enter the new millennium. They come like that. Everything that we know in terms of being a skillful
Brazilian.
player, being a guy that takes on everybody and goes through everybody is modeled after Ronaldo Delima. There's no other person. There's no way you take him
I
out.
swear
Then you
down.
talk about Ronaldinho. What the hell? Have you ever seen a more
they
audacious
worry
dribbler than
you.
Ronaldinho?
Bro.
I mean, yeah,
Have
but
you ever
like,
seen a more audacious dribbler than Ronaldinho?
I mean, yes,
bro.
professional trades,
try
bro.
it.
You guys
Who's
are
more
actually
audacious than
so
Ronaldinho?
biased. No,
No,
bro,
no,
it's
no,
not
no.
about who's more audacious,
Who
not
are you-
audacious.
why you-
How many top level seasons did Dino have? Talent.
That's the question he asked me. He
Who
said,
am I picking if I'm picking an XI at the top
Yeah.
level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or who's the most talented player? That's a
Who's
random
supposed to?
question.
Talent-wise, if Sue
I
has to
said
go,
talent-wise.
Sue has to go.
Me, out of those 4 players, I don't know what talent means. Out of those 4 players, if I'm removing 2 based on what they've done in ball, based on their legacy, the level I saw them play to across seasons, Dino is going, bro.
This is what's first. Who's the next person?
Yes, officially.
Kaka is going. So Kaka
For
and Dino.
me, Neymar ranks
Who
higher
that told
than
me
Dino.
something for the cup?
Bro,
I'm
Neymar.
feeling
Neymar
dry.
is
I think you can't say 2 go. I think 1. No. And that one will be Kaká.
Kaka and Dino are going.
That one.
I rank Neymar higher than Dino. I rank obviously Delima
I rank
is
Neymar.
above.
So you see, there's a
I
bit,
think Delima is the greatest 9 of all time.
There's a bit of, I don't want to say, there's a bit of disparity there. If you say I rank Delima the highest,
Yeah.
and you're saying Dino didn't have a lot of high-level seasons.
He did. He had like 3.
No. You're saying Dino didn't have a lot of high-level seasons.
Yeah.
If you look at Delima's career as well, aside from not winning the Champions League, lots of injuries. How many seasons did he have at Inter Milan? How many did he have at Barcelona?
Yeah.
So there's a bit
I
of
agree.
disparity.
I agree. But the thing
So-
is, the level that he got to was so crazy.
If you're talking about level, this brother that you're saying,
Anybody
this
can
brother-
go to any
Ronaldinho.
If you're
level.
talking about level,
Dino,
High,
no,
yeah,
I'm with you
way
100%.
high.
Bro,
I
Dino,
think
Dino's a
he's
good
very
player.
That's it.
Dino made me love
I
ball.
think he's
Neymar.
one and it's
But the
Kaka.
thing is, at the end of the
I think
day,
Kaka will leave.
You dey look for scapegoat.
Gentlemen,
Kaka will leave.
See,
I said it's too
If
easy.
it's
It was
one,
too
Kaka will
easy.
go, sha.
Yeah, one
take
my
out
own
Kaka,
Neymar,
take out
one would have been
Neymar.
too easy.
Because these are the
Everybody would have
two
taken out
templates that
Kaka.
everybody is using now to
One would have
ball.
been too easy. Everybody would just say Kaka.
Yeah.
was
No,
out
you
there.
can't tell me that Brazil's highest goal scorer will have to leave this picture.
He will leave.
why no will leave?
Why would he leave,
Why
bro?
not scoring,
So
no?
you see, Ingo
Make carry goals they go.
So Ingo carry that
He
goals.
gets
Ingo
that.
put that for back.
Okay, wait.
Penalty na
Wait,
goal.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, wait till that goal scoring.
I beg.
You go pick Osimhen over Ekini. So why Ekini?
Wait. Can we not make this a Nigerian conversation?
Think am
Can we
now.
not go
Think
to
am.
Nigeria
I
yet?
lie.
Ah, bro.
Oh,
Can you
What if I
ask
go-
Osimhen
you
over
can shift your
Ekini?
goal.
What's the Ekini? What's the Ekini play? What's the Ekini play? What's the Ekini play? What's the Ekini play? What's the
He
Ekini
go
play?
carry am
Yeah,
go.
can he have-
Ekini play?
He go go him own town.
When be saying they lose.
I'm not as if I can't over
Not be like,
Now only next when it's 10, I know.
Get out!
Finish. Get out! It's 10. I know they make any. What's the
don't get
Ekini?
respect.
IBK, get out!
Get out!
Come on, get out!
Guys,
I'm respecting the dead.
IBK, get out!
see,
Get out!
on a serious note, Sha,
Rashidi
on a serious note, Sha,
Yekini.
if
Rashidi
we're
Yekini
doing,
is the greatest striker
remove one,
Nigeria.
Bro, let's not even play.
you can't remove the template.
Wait,
Now
wait,
they say
Wait. Let's dial this down.
Can I
Let's
ask-
dial this down. Let's dial it down a bit. I have a question.
I have a question. Sir, please, I'm trying to ask a question. I don't know how
You know what?
to shout in
Talented
conversation. I beg.
striker
When I'm
has-
trying to
Wait,
talk.
wait,
Let's dial it down.
Let's dial
You're
it
trying to
down.
ask a question.
It's a question.
Can you guys explain to me? Because me, I'm still on this one. I've not.
Yep.
Can you guys tell me
Again, ask to you. Where did you decide?
why?
I swear
No,
down.
what? I need to come on now. Make we talk am.
to me in football terms
Yeah.
why Dino is better than Neymar.
Let me
Why
tell you why. Let me tell
Ronaldinho
you
is
why.
better than
Let me-
Neymar?
Why
let me
that's
tell
such
you
a
why.
clear
Let me tell you
answer?
why. Now he sets the templates.
Explain.
When they say copy and paste, the copy that Neymar is pasting
It's
came
from Ronaldinho.
Of course. Yes, of
Because
course.
until
from
Ronaldinho
Ronaldinho.
did it,
Has
nobody
better
could
output.
do it. So you cannot tell me that you are better than the original. When we say you can't
Better
rate yourself.
contribution to the team.
You're supposed to be better than the original. The game is
No,
supposed to
man.
evolve.
No, man. This now why be say
You can't
Neymar
tell me
no
that because I
became
learned
better
from
when
you, I
he
cannot be
came
better
to
than you. That don't make
When
sense.
did Neymar get?
You must.
Like it's instinctive.
Ronaldinho hold on
See your chest.
Must evolve now. There's nothing wrong with saying Neymar is better than Dino. Oh, we finished.
Men day. Men day.
Yes, yes.
JJ Okocha is the most talented of all of them because now he teach Ronaldinho.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching this episode of the Hindsight Podcast. Please follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Comments, please. We want to hear from you. Keep in touch with the best podcast. Thank you.